What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Hope everybody is having a great week. Hope everybody is able to lock in some profits. So let's jump into it. So this is going to be an episode called Penny Party. So I'm basically just going to be talking about all the penny stocks that I'm looking at throughout the week. Going to be giving a long, comprehensive list. This will eventually become a live stream in the future, possibly. I'm thinking about it, but just going to give you all a large list of all the stuff that I'm looking at. Now, the market is open, so just bear in mind these prices may be different when you look at the actual stocks themselves. This is from the perspective of Webull, so if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I'll have that link down below in the description. Also, while you're down there, I do have a private group, so I do have a Patreon group. If you'd like to sign up for that and get more live streams as well as daily watch lists that I give out, just like this one, but for options as well, I'll have that down below in the description. All right, so we're going over just the top portion. So no real catalyst for movement, just going to be analyzing the charts on these. So first we have ticker sign NSPR. So it does have a week high of $1.60. $1.06. We can see today it is around $1.01. So we'll have to test that $1.06 level, but overall still bullish. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So going to be looking at this one a little bit bullish for today. Hopefully it'll continue that positive movement and continue to go up. Next, we have ticker sign CTRM for Castor Maritime. They did touch 99 cents this week. Today, they're currently at 92 cents at the time of this video. Still bullish as well. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100 on the 30-minute chart. So just bear in mind, I'm using the 30-minute chart for this analytic video. And we can see VWAP is above moving average 10. So pretty good metric for them. Definitely going to be looking to see how this performs as the time goes on. I do like to see that VWAP is still significantly high. Next, we have ticker sign SYN. We can see on them they did touch $1.05, so that is their week high so far. They are at $1.01. Moving average 10 is still above 50 and 100, so positive on that metric. And VWAP is still above moving average 10 at the time of the video, so positive on that metric as well. Going to be looking at them to see if they continue to go up. Next, we have ticker sign AUMN. They are bullish, but their chart seems to be kind of all over the place. Looks like they did just recently break through, so moving average 10 broke through 50 and 100. So that is a positive metric in my personal opinion. And VWAP is above moving average 10, but it looks to be that they are falling down. So it may be a bearish pattern beginning on this one. Even though both of my indicators are positive, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, which is this red line, which is above yellow and purple, which is 50 and 100, and VWAP is still above moving average 10, but it looks like they are beginning to fall down. So they will, if they fall down, they may possibly bounce off of this level right here, which is this 85-cent metric, and possibly bounce back up, but they will have to test this 89-cent level, but overall still forming a bearish pattern in my personal opinion. Looking at the next one, we have ticker sign NAK. Which is currently at 66 cents. They are bullish as well, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So going to be looking to see that VWAP potentially go back up even more to see that moving average 10 go up more as well. But overall, still bullish. They're at 66 cents. Their week high is 68 cents, so not too far away from their weekly high. Hopefully this one can go back up. Next, we have ticker sign AAU. We can see that they are bullish as well, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. Now they did fall off a little bit, fell down to the 75 level, but they're still, 1 cent or less than 1 cent away from their weekly high. So definitely a positive note on that one, and we'll see if they can continue to rally back up. They're about to have a convergence right here of moving average 10 and VWAP. So if that happens and it goes down below, maybe some more selling off that continues, but then they'll have to test this moving average 50 and 100 line, which is about to have a convergence as well. Next, we have ticker sign GEN. We could see that they had a week high, or have a week high of 93 cents, so they rallied up quite a bit. Moving average 10 still above 50 and 100, so first indicator positive. Second indicator, VWAP is still above moving average 10, so second indicator positive. They have a 3-cent gap between where they're currently at and the week high, but VWAP seems to be kind of stagnant at the moment, so until that can increase, maybe some more sideways momentum at this 90-cent level for them. Next, we have ticker sign DNN for the Indonesian mines. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, so that's positive. And VWAP is above moving average 10, so positive on them as well. They recently shot up, which was this morning, went from the weekend where they ended at 70, around the 77-cent level, jumped all the way up to this 84-cent level, and then went back up to this 86-cent level. So seems to be pretty bullish for them. Seems to be rallying overall for the stock. So definitely keep a close eye on them. I'd like to see this VWAP go back up even more, but if it doesn't, they still seem to be rallying. They will have to test this 86-cent resistance, which they're not too far from. So if they surpass that, then I expect to see another bullish breakout from them. Next, we have ticker sign GHSI. We can see that they have a week high of 88 cents. Overall bullish for them. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. So that's a good metric for them. VWAP is above moving average 10. So both indicators of mine are positive. We can see that they touched 88 cents. They are at 86 cents. So just a 2-cent gap between where they're currently at and their week high. So not too bad for them. Going to be looking to see how this performs. If we see right here, they're starting to fall down just a little bit. If they fall down and that level touches this VWAP, they may begin to go down even further. So keep a close eye on that one. Next up, we have ticker sign URG, which you can see has a week high of $1, dollar even. They are currently at 97 cents. Still bullish though, moving average 10 above 50 and 100 on the 30-minute chart. So bear in mind using the 30-minute chart. We could see VWAP is still above moving average 10. So going to be looking to see how that performs. Not really much volume coming from this one for today. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, but not really expecting too much from them. They are only around 3 cents below their week high, but not really much volume from them. So definitely going to be looking at them, but not expecting too much. Next, we have ticker sign GTE, which is at 76 cents. They have a week high of 77 cents. So they are positive on the first metric, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, but negative on the second metric, which is VWAP is below moving average 10. Overall, though, I think they still have positive momentum going up. Being at the 76-cent level and climbing at the time of this video, if they test this 77-cent level and continue to go up past the 77-cent resistance, then I think it'll be very positive overall for them. You could see another breakout, in my personal opinion. Next, we have ticker sign GSV. Which is currently at 71 cents. They did have a high of 73 cents, but overall it's been going kind of sideways. They are bullish on the first indicator, moving average 10 is above 5100, but VWAP seems to be going down slightly and running sideways. So because of that, I would say that they're bearish overall for the stock, just because VWAP seems to have stagnated on them, which to me denotes that volume really isn't too high on them, which is not going to move the price much at all. Next, we have ticker sign XPL. We could see that they are going up at the current moment. So they are right at their week high of 79 cents. So that is a very good metric. So this is at 79.5 and this is at 79.3. Overall, I think they're very bullish. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP still above moving average 10. So if we can get a little more volume on this one, then I would say, yeah, definitely it's going to continue to go up. Probably going to look at this one once the market closes to see it go up even more since it's so close to its week high. So definitely keep an eye on XPL. Next, we have ticker sign SXTC. That's a tongue twister. They did have a week high of 89 cents. We can see that they are at 87 cents, so not too far from the 89-cent week high. VWAP is above moving average 10 and moving average 10 above 50 and 100, so positive on both of those metrics. And it seems to be that they're starting to climb up a little bit, so I would say they definitely will test this 89-cent level pretty soon and potentially go back up. Next, we have ticker on NEOS. Uh, they had a week high of 98 cents. They're currently at 97 cents. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100, so positive on that metric. But VWAP is below moving average 10, so it's starting to go down, so negative on that metric. Overall, I would say they still are bullish, though. We can see that they had quite an increase in candle pattern. They went up to the 79-cent level, dropped down a little bit to end at this 94-cent level. So they didn't bounce down too far. So I think, overall still positive on them. Seems to be like good order flow coming in from them. Good amount of orders coming in and pretty positive. So definitely going to be looking at them to see if the 97-cent level can surpass this 98-cent high. Next up, we got ticker sign VGZ. They are bullish, moving average 10 above 5100, VWAP above moving average 10. They did touch $1.02, so that's their week high. But we can see that $1.01 is where they're at, but VWAP is not too impressive on this one, in my opinion. So I wouldn't really be expecting too much from them. Seems to be a slow mover on this one. I would wait for volume to increase on this one before I jump into this one. Next, we have ticker sign ACST. They do have a week high of 90 cents. They are currently at 86 cents. Seems to be some red selling coming on from this one. So they are at 87 cents. They will have to test this 90-cent level, but overall still bullish. Moving average 10 above 5100, and VWAP above moving average 10. But it seems to be that they are falling, that they're hitting a resistance around this 87-cent level. So I would say they could possibly oscillate between this 87-cent level to where this bottom peak is that they seem to be stuck at, which is around this 81-cent level. So definitely going to see how they perform around this 87-cent level to this 84 or 80-cent level as time goes on. But I'm going to be keeping a close eye on them. Next, we have ticker sign GPL. We can see that they are bullish at the time of this video. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. And VWAP above moving average 10. Have an 86-cent week high, or at 85 cents. VWAP above moving average 10. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. So positive on both those metrics, but volume seems to be kind of slow on this one or stagnant, denoted by VWAP just going sideways. So not really expecting for this to go up anytime soon until that VWAP changes. Next, we have ticker sign TNXP for tonics. They did touch 166. They're currently at 148 at the time of this video. Moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP above moving average 10, but the same thing on this one. VWAP seems to be going sideways on this one, so maybe some more downward momentum from this one instead of them going up to be bullish. Maybe a bearish pattern beginning to set up here. Next, we have ticker sign ATOS. So ATOS is currently at $3.08, or 83 cents. They are bearish. Looks like, well, bullish on the first metric. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, but overall VWAP is stagnant as well, which denotes there's not going to be much movement coming from them. So I would say that they're bearish overall for the stock until this VWAP can change. Next, we have ticker sign OCGN for Ocugen. Now, Ocugen's been on a crazy run up, in my personal opinion. Made a video about Ocugen, so make sure you guys go check it out. But overall, I think the market is starting to recognize Ocugen, and what they've been doing. Overall, I think they still have potential to run up. In my personal opinion, I think this selling off is just profit taking. We'll definitely look for a level around this. $11.30 level to see if it bounces off of that, because it was there for quite a while. It seemed to be a resistance for them. So if it can bounce off that resistance, then I could potentially see it, bouncing back up to go to higher levels. Next, we have ticker sign TTOO. They are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. They do have a high of 378, so they just touched 370. They will have to test this 378 level. Overall bullish though, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP is barely above moving average 10, but it's still going sideways. So you can see VWAP started to increase, but then went sideways. If VWAP continues to go back up and changes its pattern, like it did here, where it touched and started to go back up, then I'd say okay, a bullish pattern is beginning to set up. But until then, just going to be looking at this one, but not really expecting too much until that VWAP changes. Next, we have ticker sign GNUS. They are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. VWAP is right at moving average 10. Definitely going to have to test this 220 level again, but overall still bullish. Looks to be a bearish pattern beginning from the candlestick pattern starting to go down. Going to be looking forward to test this level right here of $2 even. If it tests that, hopefully it'll bounce back up off of that. But overall, still going to be looking at this one as time goes on. Next, we have ticker sign METX, which is bullish, but kind of flat at the current moment. It will have to test $4.27, but it seems to be at the current moment not really much volume coming in from this one. So I would say, a bearish stock at the current moment. Next, we have ticker sign VISL. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. They do have a week high of 475. Both metrics are positive. VWAP is above moving average 10 and moving average 10 above 50 and 100. So hopefully there'll be some more volume coming in from this one, and hopefully VWAP can begin to go back up. If not, I expect it to be, kind of stuck in this range between this 384 level and this 475 level. Next, we have ticker sign CRBP. They are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. But the same thing, VWAP's just kind of stagnant on this one. So not really much order coming in from this one. They are at 280. And they will have to go and test this $3.04 level, which seems to be the high for them as well. Next, we have ticker sign CNSP. Sorry, let me scroll my list down a little bit. We have ticker sign CNSP. So they are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So definitely going to be looking at this one for some more movement. They will have to test this $4.45 level. But overall, still bullish for them. They have a nice chart going on where it seems to be, goes up some, goes sideways, and goes up some more. So hopefully they'll continue that pattern for the coming week. Next, we have ticker sign AAME, which touched $15.80 last week, if you can believe that. So that was its high, fell all the way down to $4.45 or $4.15. Then it's gone sideways since then. It's currently at $6.26. The VWAP is still above moving average 10, and moving average 10 is still above 50 and 100. So overall, still bullish, but definitely going to be looking at this one to see how it performs, because it's going to have to do a lot to test this $15.80 level. Next, we got VTVT. They are bullish. No, they're bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50. So for me, in my chart patterns, the way I look at it is if moving average 10 is below 50 or below 100 or below both, then I'd say it's bearish. It's not bullish until moving average 10 line goes above both the 50 and the 100. So it's above the 100, which is this purple line, but it's not above the 50. So I would say it's still bearish, in my personal opinion. So that's just based on the way that I analyze things. So I'd say it's bearish. And it will have to definitely go and test this 358 level once it goes back bullish again. Next is ticker sign SINT. They had a week high of 274. They're currently at 233. Moving average 10 is above 50 100. VWAP is above moving average 10, but the same thing, they're having this flat line of VWAP, which means not much volume coming in for them, and they've just basically been stagnated. So not really expecting too much movement from SINT. Next, we have ticker sign OTLK, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So positive on both metrics. We can see they did have a high of 362, but they are at 299. VWAP seems to be kind of slow for them or slowing down. So going to be looking to see that bounce back up for some more momentum and then potentially test the 362 level. Next, we have ticker sign BIOL for BioLast. They're bullish, moving average 10 above 50 100. VWAP is right at moving average 10, so maybe some more sideways momentum from them until that VWAP can jump back up. We can see they're at $1.38. Their high is $1.45, so going to be looking to see how they perform as time goes on and if that VWAP can jump back up. Next, we have ticker sign OGI. They are bullish, moving average 10 above 50 and 100. So you can't see the 100, but it's down here. It's this purple line. And they've kind of rallied up just a little bit. They will have to test this 336 level, but currently are at 215. VWAP seems to have been slowing down on this one, so it's not really going up too much. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, but this VWAP is a little bit of concern for me. I definitely will have to see it jump back up in order for it to test this 336 level, but it still is at around 318 at the moment, so I expect it to continue to go sideways until VWAP goes back up. Next, we have ticker sign AEZS, which is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So nice little setup for this one. We can see VWAP is above moving average 10, and they are at $1.86. At 87 now, they'll have to test this 219 level, but looks like nice little movement from them for today. Going to be keeping a close eye out on ticker sign AEZS. Next, we have ticker sign INPX, which had a week high of $1.85. We can see on here VWAP is above moving average 10, and moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. So two positive notes on that one. But we can see that they still have the same problem as some of the other ones, which is VWAP has just been stagnant. So once it got up to this level, it kind of just fell off and just went sideways. So until that VWAP can change its trajectory, then I'll have to say overall it was going to be bearish in my opinion. So coming to the end of this, we have ticker sign UXIN. So the same thing with them. Both indicators are saying this is bullish, but I'm giving it a bearish signal because VWAP is just going sideways. Not really much people invested into this one at the current moment. So it's just going to continue to go sideways. It's at 143. We'll have to test 155, but not really expecting too much movement since VWAP is stagnant. Next, we have ticker sign ZYNE, which moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. They're kind of stagnant as well, so we can see VWAPs going sideways. So until VWAP starts to go back up, then I don't think it will be able to test this $5.94 level. So definitely gonna be looking to see VWAP go back up, and it looks like almost that VWAP has crossed the moving average 10. So definitely going to be some sideways or some downward momentum from them since VWAP is going below moving average 10. And last on here, I have ticker sign BSQR, which is what I'm talking about in this video. And this is going to be moving average weekly high is at $8.80. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. And VWAP is above moving average 10. So positive on both of those metrics. So good as far as that's concerned. We can see though that it's kind of bounced back off of this level right here. It didn't exactly hit its moving average 50, but it did fall down at this $3 level. and then kind of went sideways again. Again, same thing on this one. Going to be looking to see VWAP jump back up some more in order for this to go back and test this $8.80 level. All right, drop a comment down below. Tell me which thoughts you guys are looking at. Overall, also make sure you go check out the Patreon page. Definitely a lot of good information on that one as well. Give a lot of catalysts for why things are moving. But overall, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. If you'd like to sign up for Webull, get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more. I have a link down below for that as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.